In this part we will discuss registration under GST. What are the advantages of taking registration under GST? What is the threshold limit for mandatory registration under GST? What are the cases under which mandatory registration under GST will require without any threshold limit? What is the process and last date of registration under GST for existing dealers? Let's first take a view on advantage of taking registration under GST. Legally recognized as supplier of goods or services, proper accounting of taxes paid on the input goods or services which can be utilized for payment of GST due on supply of goods or services or both by the business legally authorized to collect tax from his purchasers and pass on the credit of the taxes paid on the goods or services supplied to purchasers or recipients getting eligible to avail various other benefits and privileges rendered under the GST laws. Requirement of mandatory registration under GST threshold limit. Every supplier, including his agent, who makes a taxable supply, that is, supply of goods and or services which are leviable to tax under GST law, and his aggregate turnover in the financial year exceeds the threshold limit, are required to mandatory registered under GST. In special category states, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Threshold limit is Rs 10 lakh. In rest of India, threshold limit is Rs 20 lakh. Aggregate turnover includes all taxable supplies, all exempt supplies, exports of goods and or service, and all interstate supplies of a person having the same PAN. The above shall be computed on all India basis and excludes taxes charged under the CGST Act, SGST Act, UTGST Act, and the IGST Act. Aggregate turnover shall include all supplies made by the taxable person, whether on his own account or made on behalf of all his principals. Aggregate turnover does not include value of supplies on which tax is levied on reverse charge basis, and value of inward supplies. The value of goods after completion of job work is not includable in the turnover of the job worker. It will be treated as supply of goods by the principal and will accordingly be includable in the turnover of the principal. Earlier we have discussed where if turnover exceed particular threshold limit, then the registration under GST become mandatory. Now we will discuss the cases where registration under GST required or mandatory without any threshold limit. Compulsory registration without threshold limit. The following categories of persons shall be required to be registered compulsorily irrespective of the threshold limit. Persons making any interstate taxable supply. Casual taxable persons. Persons who are required to pay tax under reverse charge. Non-resident taxable persons. Persons who are required to deduct tax. TDS. Persons who are required to collect tax. TCS. Persons who supply goods and or services on behalf of other registered taxable persons, whether as an agent or otherwise. Input service distributor, whether or not separately registered under the Act. Sellers on e-commerce platforms. Every electronic commerce operator. Every person supplying online information and database retrieval services from a place outside India to a person in India, other than a registered person, and such other person or class of persons as may be notified by the central government or a state government on the recommendations of the Council. Process of registration for existing dealers. Taxpayers enrolled on GST portal between November 8, 2016 and April 30, 2017. The enrollment process has closed with effect from May 1, 2017. Data of all those who have signed the enrollment form will be migrated to the new GST system. The enrollment window will reopen at a later date for taxpayers who could not enroll themselves, as well as for those who enrolled but did not sign the enrollment form. Please visit our blog site at https://taxandlotair.blogspot.in/2016-enrollment-of-existing-dealers.html. Please make the discussion interactive. Ask questions and post comments. We will come up with more videos on GST. Subscribe our YouTube channel and stay updated. Your feedback is important for us. Contact us at tldcdelhi@gmail.com or call us at 0999988235.